All right, so you love art supplies, right? Like, you really love them. Ever thought about turning that passion into an actual business? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to break down. The step-by-step strategy to build a successful niche art supply shop that actually works.
And it's such a lovely thought, isn't it? You picture this cozy little corner of the internet just filled with all the best creative tools. It feels personal, it feels fun, but, and there's always a but, that dreamy idea can run into a pretty harsh reality.
The dream is always, I'll sell everything, I'll be the one-stop shop for creativity. But the reality? Well, the reality is you're suddenly competing with massive chains, with online giants. So the real question becomes, how on earth do you even stand a chance?
Okay, so here's the good news. There is a path to success. And it's not about trying to be bigger. It's about being way, way smarter. It's about being focused. So let's get into the strategy that actually works. And this is it. This is the big secret. You have to stop thinking about selling everything to everyone. The real magic is in curating the right things for the right people. Specialization, that is your superpower here.
So that brings us to the most important first step, finding your niche. And just to be clear, this isn't just about picking a cool aesthetic. It's about deciding who you really want to help.
So let's get specific. Who is that one person you're trying to help? Are they just starting out and feeling a little intimidated? Or are they a professional who knows exactly what they need? The moment you start thinking about a real person, not just a pile of products, the entire game changes.
I mean, think about it. The market is filled with all these different groups, and they all have totally unique needs. Beginners want guidance. Parents want safe and washable materials. Professionals care about consistency. You just can't be the perfect shop for all of them, so who's it going to be? And you can see how focusing on a customer translates into a really clear shop concept. Acrylic painting for beginners. Bam! That's instantly understandable, and it's super attractive to the right person. An eco-conscious shop, it has a powerful built-in story. This is how you stand out from the noise. Okay, so once you know who you're selling to, the next question is what to sell them. And the goal here is absolutely key. You want to be a guide, not bury them in 1,000 options. And this might be the most freeing piece of advice you'll hear today. You do not need a massive catalog. Seriously, a tightly curated range of, say, 25 to 60 items is more than enough. It feels professional, it feels intentional, and it won't overwhelm you or your customers. And you can build that range methodically. Just think in these 4 buckets. You've got your core hero items you want to be known for, the essentials no one can work without, some upgrades for when they get hooked, and a few small add-ons to increase that order value. It's a simple but really powerful framework. The key is to make buying from you as easy as possible. And let me tell you, bundles are your new best friend. A beginner sketching kit removes all the guesswork for a new customer. It feels helpful, not pushy, and it's a fantastic way to guide them to a bigger purchase. Okay, you've got your niche, you've got your products. Now, how do you get people to actually buy from you, a small new shop? The answer is trust. You have to be the helpful expert. This is so important. People can't touch the paper or test the pen online. Your photos have to do that job for them. Yeah, pretty shots are nice, but photos that show the paper texture, the thickness of a pen line, or just a scale shot next to a hand, that's what builds confidence and leads to a sale. And your product descriptions need to work just as hard. Don't just list features. Explain the benefits. Tell them who it's for, what it's best for, and, you know what, even tell them what it's not for. That kind of honesty reduces returns and builds some incredible loyalty. So you can see how all these ideas come together into distinct business models. You can probably see your own shop idea in one of these, right? Whether you're curating kits or focusing on eco-friendly supplies, each path has its own logic and its own things to watch out for. And finally, your website itself has to feel solid. These elements, they're non-negotiable. Clear policies, real contact details, and an about page that tells your story, all this stuff makes a small shop feel established and safe to buy from. All right, let's move to the final piece of the puzzle, getting your shop online without getting bogged down by all the technical details. Because this is a classic dilemma, isn't it? You're a creative person, you love the products, but the thought of dealing with website settings, payment gateways, and shipping zones is, well, it's a little less than exciting. This is where finding the right tools can make all the difference. You can look for a done-for-you setup that lets you focus on the fun part, the curation, the photography, the products, while the service handles all those technical headaches. The key is finding transparent pricing, A clear annual fee that includes the complete setup and hosting means you can budget effectively and get started without a huge upfront investment.
So, to wrap it all up, here is the roadmap, the entire strategy in 6 actionable steps. And it's not about doing everything at once. It's about doing the right things in the right order. From your one-sentence promise to your first marketing channel, this is how you build a real business.
And that brings us to the final thought. The very first step isn't sourcing products or building a website. It's clarifying your idea. So what's the one simple, helpful promise your shop will make to its perfect customer? Start there, and trust me, you're already on your way.